Monday. Christmas is over. Christmas break is over. Although I'm actually on furlough today, so it's not quite over for me. But I have plenty of stuff to get done around the house as usual. I am very far behind in editing, but oh god, why does this happen to me? I don't know how people do it. I don't know how people do Vlogmas and edit and upload every day, because I just don't have it in me. I like editing. I guess it's my ADHD. That's the answer. Same reason I forget to vlog all the time. Like, I like vlogging. Obviously, I wouldn't be doing it, but I just forget to do it at the times when I should be doing it, when I'm doing something that's actually worthy of vlogging. So, I'm always complaining about this camera, and I'm over it. So, I decided to buy a new camera, and I did that on Saturday, so it should be shipping out today, and it's supposed to be here by Wednesday. We'll see. I went back to Canon. I didn't really do much research this time because I did hours and hours and days of research before I bought this camera, and look where it got me. I've had a Canon before. I like Canon a lot. I have had a Fujifilm before too, but it was a different situation. It was an advanced point and shoot, so it was like, didn't have, you couldn't change the lens, but you could change the settings like you can on a DSLR. And that was a pretty good camera, but I don't know if they make those anymore. I don't care. I went back to Canon. I got a Canon DSLR. No more mirrorless. No more going through batteries like underwear. So hopefully that'll all work out. And also, when I sold my old T3 to put towards buying this camera, I kept my Canon zoom lens, so I'll be able to use that on the new camera, which is super nice because I could not use it on this camera. I think I could have bought an adapter or something, but it was super expensive. And that's the other thing about mirrorless cameras. The lenses are insanely expensive. It's not even comparable to a DSLR, because in a mirrorless camera, all the computer stuff is inside the lens, whereas in a DSLR, the computer stuff is inside the camera, and a lens is just a lens. Anyway, I'm excited to get that and finally stop using this camera. Hopefully I can sell it for a decent amount of money and not lose too much on it. She looks unhappy. I think she gets scared in the middle of the night. She started screaming, running up and down the hallway. Astrid, what are we gonna do with you? You get scared. So I'm about to jump in the shower, and then I gotta do the stuff I gotta do. Yeah. Petco totally screwed me over. I have all of our pet food on a subscription. Well, actually I don't have it on a subscription anymore. I have the cat food on a subscription, and I know how long it takes me to go through a bag of cat food, and so I have it set up to come every 3 weeks. It should. I don't know what they're trying to pull. I don't know if the bags are not always full or what, but we feed the cats the exact same amount every single day. And sometimes the bag will run out before the new one comes, and sometimes we'll have some left over when the new one comes, which doesn't make any sense. It comes every 3 weeks. It's not like that we have longer months in between or something. It's 3 weeks, period. So it doesn't make any sense. But so the last time we ran out ahead of time, I went and just bought an extra bag, so a small bag. But it put us like a whole week ahead of where we would be, so that we should never be in a situation where we run out before the new one gets here. Well, we ran out before the new one got here. And I'm like, okay, I guess Christmas affected it. And I go and look, and it was marked as shipped on December 22nd. Today is December 28th. It hasn't been shipped, and we're out of cat food. So I had to do an in-store pickup, and I'm going to make Josh get that on his way home, because it is on his way home. But yeah, I'm pretty irritated that that happened, because like, I have it on a subscription so that I never have to worry about having cat food, and it'll always be here when I need it. And it's not here when I need it. Oh well. It is now 4:17, and I have accomplished absolutely nothing on my to-do list because right after I finished my video this morning, my mom messaged me and asked me if I want to go to Kohl's because she had gotten Carly and me some stuff for Christmas from there, and Carly needed to exchange some of it, and I also needed to exchange a shirt, so we went to go do that. And that took a little while, and then we decided to get lunch at Chili's, but of course we were not going to eat inside. We did curbside pickup, but it took 30 minutes for it to be ready, so we just sat in the Kohl's parking lot for like 20 minutes before we headed over to Chili's to pick it up. And then we went back to my mom's house and ate our food. I miss Chili's so much. If I could make the kind of money that I'm making now, and work the same hours that I'm working now, I would go back to working at Chili's in a heartbeat. Absolutely would do it. It was stressful, and working in the restaurant business can be very toxic and bad, and it was. But it was also my favorite job that I've ever had. I mean, there were definitely things that were bad. There's no denying that. But it was just, I think being a server or any position in a restaurant really, I think is a really good job for someone with ADHD, because you're constantly changing tasks no matter what you're doing. If you're a cook, you're going from, throwing burgers on the grill to building the burger. In some restaurants, you're on a specific task and you don't move from that. You're just strictly cooking the burgers, strictly building the burgers, whatever. But at our Chili's, that's not the way it was. If you're a server, you go from taking orders to running the food to taking the plates off the table, and sometimes you have to make a soup or a salad. You're just doing so many different things and going back and forth between all these different things at one time, and it's very rewarding to an ADHD brain, at least in my opinion. So I would love to be a server again. Unfortunately, it's just not gonna, I don't want to have to work at night and on the weekends, and they don't make enough money. Maybe if I worked in fine dining, I would make enough money, but I'm not really interested in that. Anyway, that was a nice rant about, / rave about working at Chili's. I will never turn down Chili's, ever, because it's like, this is going to sound really dumb because it's basically fast food, but it feels like home cooking. It's very comforting food for me because I worked there for 5 years, and there were times when I would be there from 9 o'clock in the morning until midnight. I mean, I spent way more time there than I did at home when I worked doubles, especially. I mean, during my break on my doubles, I would go curl up in a booth and take a nap. Like, Chili's was literally my second home when I worked there, and I love it, and I will always love it, and I love eating there. I didn't eat there every day when I worked there because you only got a free meal if you worked a double, and I tried to work no more than 3 doubles in a week. Occasionally they would give me 4, but I would be really mad when they gave me 4. So typically I would eat at Chili's 2 to 3 times in a week. So it was not like, I was like, oh, I'm going to eat here tomorrow or 2 days from now. So I never had to like make a real decision about what I was going to eat. It was like, oh, I'm torn between chicken crispers and a quesadilla explosion salad. If I don't get one today, I'll get it tomorrow. So it was like, whatever. I never put much thought into any of it. But now there isn't a Chili's close by my house, so we don't go there frequently. So it's like every time is like the most nerve-wracking decision what to get. So today I got my chicken crispers. I got regular chicken crispers with a side of honey chipotle sauce because I wanted honey chipotle crispers, but I like regular crispers better, so yeah. And they were delicious, and I also got chips and salsa, and God, I miss that salsa so much, and the chips. Anyway, I don't know why I'm still talking about this. I need to get up and try to get some of my stuff done.